of you. My name is Singing Bird and I want to welcome you to my tribe, the Sioux Indians. The Indians were the first people to live in what is now called the United States of America. There used to be lots of different tribes. Each had its own culture and language. However, I want to focus more on my own tribes and our way of living between 1800 and 1850. The Sioux Indians lived in the Great Plains in the middle of the USA. First of all, I want to make clear that we Indians don't have red skin. The color of our skin goes from very light to deep brown. Boys and girls, men and women, all wore their hair long, either in braids or loose. They used some kind of tent called teepees as their shelter. The Indians painted their teepees with juices made out of plants and berries. The women were in charge of the teepees, and when the tribe moved from place to place, the teepees were taken along. A teepee could be taken apart and set up in no time at all. When the Sioux moved, the entire village traveled together. To hunt the buffalo that roamed the plains, the Sioux always had to be on the move. Gosh, all this talking really makes me hungry. My forefathers would probably eat buffalo now. Buffalo boiled, buffalo dried, buffalo broiled, or buffalo raw. If you believe it or not, they sometimes hunted other animals as well. They also ate wild fruits and vegetables like wild berries, cherries, potatoes, and spinach. A very popular meal was pemmican, that is dried meat crushed to powder together with wild cherries. And this was mixed with melted buffalo fat. Yummy! This way, the pemmican could be stored for winter. Most everything they used was made from the buffalo. They used bones to make needles and painting sticks. They used buffalo ribs to make sleds to slide on in winter. They used horns to make spoons and cups. Ropes were made of buffalo hair. They also made bows and arrows, spears, wall clubs, and round shields. As you can see, the buffalo was of great importance for the Sioux. They believed the greatest power was Wakan Tonka, who sent them buffalo. Before the big buffalo hunt each year, the Sioux Indians celebrated the sun dance. During these days of ceremony, everybody in the tribe asked the spirits for buffalo. They had spirits for almost everything, and the earth was the mother of them all. The spirits gave them signs and dreams, and the Sioux Indians worshipped them every day. Everything they did was to please the spirits. For example, they placed the teepees in a circle because they thought round things had special powers. Now imagine you're a man in a Sioux tribe. First priority, you need a wife. First priority to become married, you need many horses. Of course, you would also have to help your future wife with her daily chores like carrying water home or picking berries. At night, you would have to stand outside her teepee for hours and might not be the only man. There might be others standing outside her teepee too. If you think you have a chance, you would bring a horse to her family. If the family accepted the first horse, you would have to give the family many, many more and hope that the oldest man of the tribe accepts your marriage. Well, that was a long time ago. Things have definitely changed a lot since then. With the whites came the changes. My people became hungry. The white killed many buffalo for fun. My people became sick and crazy from the whiskey the whites brought along. It turned friends into enemies and made brothers fight each other. My people were forced to give up their traditions and religion. They also wanted us to become farmers. Unfortunately, we didn't know a thing about it. Finally, we had to leave our land and live in reservations. That's poor land set aside for the Indians to live on. It's a very sad chapter of our history. Now, Indians are called Native Americans. Despite this effort to stop the discrimination of my people, we are still not given a fair chance to live in freedom. We want to be able to make our own decisions. Often we can't help but leave our reservations, since existing on our own isn't possible anymore. We want our children to receive the same education as American kids, but still keep up with our traditions to celebrate our glorious past.